Audrey.
And I'm Dad. And this is Good Questions for Dad. BTS.
No,
BTS.
BTS is a band as well.
Or it's back to school for some people. Oh.
Your hair is a bit messy.
Yeah, well, it's fall and it's starting to get ragged. You know what I mean? So, Audrey, back to school. Let's get right into this. This is your first week, full week of school, virtually. Important word there, virtually, right? So, number one, have you been inside of the school?
And no, not yet.
No, due to forces beyond our control, I guess.
Coronavirus. This is not coronavirus, but
No, it's
Seltzer not a sponsor.
not a sponsor. Seltzer not a sponsor.
But could be.
So yeah, so due to the pandemic and everything, and we want to be safe, you've started the year off virtual. You're doing everything online, correct?
Correct.
How's that going, first of all? You
It's
like
going-
it? Good? Ups and downs?
It's good. It's better than last year.
I agree, but everybody was kind of caught off guard back in March and April, May of last year, or earlier this year. So they kind of got everything together, and I have to admit too, I've noticed quite the change and quite the they're taking it a little bit more serious, and it's working so far. So let's talk me through your day here, okay?
Okay.
So 8:40. Yes, I see you made this wonderful poster to keep yourself on schedule, right? Mrs. DeVoe's.
5th grade.
DeVoe. Mrs. DeVoe, name drop. 5th grade. You got this, girl, okay? Now, it says here that you start your day off at 9 a.m., but
I get up at 7:50.
just like a regular school day.
So I kind of brush my teeth, brush my hair, get some breakfast, get dressed. And then I usually have a lot of extra time, so I kind of just sit on the couch.
And try to stay warm on the colder mornings already that we're getting.
And I snuggle with our kitten,
Frida,
Frida.
our kid.
Name drop.
And then, so actually your school day starts though at 8:45 a.m. Is that correct?
Yes.
Where you have to, you open this up. We're gonna have to turn it on. Yeah. And you do your little password in, you get in, and Zoom, you're using a lot of Zoom, right? So you're seeing people. Who do you see first at 8:45?
I see the principal and the vice principal.
And the vice principal? So, and they get on there with morning announcements?
Yes, we do the Pledge of Allegiance. Our school does this Panther Paws pledge. It's like
Go ahead.
and
Go ahead. There was a truck going by. It was kind of loud here in the studio.
and we basically our school's animal is a Black Panther, and so we do the pledge.
Okay. And that's probably, is it a long pledge? Which one's longer, the Pledge of Allegiance or the Panther
They're like
pledge?
the same kind
Ooh.
of. They're a little. Ours is a little shorter.
A little shorter? Okay. Do they get on there just like they did back in the day when schools were open? Way back then, 2019, when they would, when they had no special guests. You know how they'd get the kindergartners to get up and do the morning announcements, and they go,
Yeah.
"Good morning, Platicille Elementary School students and staff.
I don't know.
Today is September," right? No, they don't screw it up. It's just the principal
And the vice principal.
and the vice principal. So they could do their morning announcements and then what?
Leave.
leave, turn it off. It seems like they're leaving, but they just turn off the screen, right? Like your screen goes off. And then you start your 9 to 10 a.m. ELA, which is English Language Arts. You start at 9. And that's with Mrs. DeVoe. And she is on your screen
Yes.
for pretty much that entire hour. Until it's, open this up too. Look at this. Bingo.
Ow.
Well, look at that. Still old style, but you have a lot of stuff on the computer too that you like. Do you take pictures of this stuff?
We do not.
You don't take pictures of that.
Nope.
So I think your sister will do work on paper, and then she'll take like a picture of it and send it to her teacher.
I only did one thing for writing.
Okay.
I mean, we did other things.
So ELA, and that's kind of like your homeroom too.
Yes, it's my homeroom and ELA. So we basically just give each other hey, hi. Sometimes we do this little greeting, say something that we're thankful for, or something like that. And then we just start. She goes over what we're gonna do and what we're going on. And then we do it, and then she lets us off like 5 minutes late, 5 minutes early, so we can like get up, stretch our legs, go to the bathroom, get away from the screen for a little bit.
Because you're expected, your teacher she can see everybody, just like, and you can see everybody too, if you choose to or whatever, right? Depending on how you want to set it up, and you're expected to be in front of your camera for that entire time, right?
And so many people show their ceiling and show no interest.
No, that'll
That's
come back
the
and pay.
problem.
Yeah, I have to admit, before we move on even, I just want to say I'm very proud of how you handle this. You're always like there on time. I hear your name mentioned on the computer, while you're sitting there kind of doing just like as if you're in a real class. Because your teachers are actually in the schools. Correct. They're in each of their rooms, so they're there at school, and they can talk to you, and they show you videos, right? And just like in real school and everything, and they talk to you, and they're explaining things, and then just like in school, like you have to raise your hand, right? If you have a question, like you're muted, so you mute yourself on the screen, right? Like you mute yourself so that nobody else can hear you, but only the teacher can be heard by everybody in the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And if you have a question,
You either can ask it in the chat, which is if you like are shy to speak or something. There's this chat button, only in certain classes though, because a lot of people are like misbehaving and actually like just talking to everybody in the chat, and they think that the teacher can't see or something. And I'm like, of course you can.
Fifth graders.
And so a lot of people disable the chat, and that's bad for the people who are shy because then they actually have to speak, otherwise they don't ask the question. But if you don't answer the question then, after the day is over, you have office hours where you can ask teachers what you had trouble with or like.
Yeah. After school, the teachers are there so that you can actually pop on, and you can Zoom with them also at that time. Right? During their office hours?
Yes.
It's like study hall.
And then I have science.
Then you got science,
10 to 10:40, which is 40-minute class, not as big as the first class.
Yeah, but and that's with
Miss Has.
Different teacher, but she teaches 5th grade science. And does she teach? And then you move into the 10:40 to 11:20. Do you get a break in between that at all?
Yes, every class they usually get you off 5 minutes early.
And you can get out. You can get up, stretch your legs. You can get a drink, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. 10:40 to 11:20 social studies with the same teacher?
No, with Miss
Ruiz?
Ruiz.
Miss Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Okay, name drop.
Ruiz.
Yeah. And then 11:20 to 12 is math.
With Miss DeVoe again. So she does 2 classes
Wrap
for me.
it up.
And then I have my lunch break which is an hour and 10 minutes, but it will not be like that when we go back to school. It's just like this because like I don't exactly know, but we have a long lunch break for some reason. So
Well, they might want to give you a longer break here. This is your, otherwise you got to be sitting at a computer screen basically for 3 hours. With a few breaks here, they want to give you a longer break here, and then you end up at 1:10 to 1:30. You have your specials, which are different every day. That can be art, PE, library, or music.
yes, so this is basically what I get. So every day the letter changes, and it'll be A for art, B for PE, C for PE, D for PE, E for library, and F for music.
Today was what?
A B.
A B day. So on Monday, when you go back to the next school day, will be a C day, will be PE again. Which you do so far, you've done it inside, and I've seen you do it.
These are
It's
my
interesting.
bags. So these are kind of homemade. That is normally you're just supposed to get the stuff, but here this is kind of a handcrafted one. That's what she asked for. But you could also use real things.
It's for music, right?
This is a water
homemade noise makers, instruments, I guess.
My favorite.
Oh, I need one of those as a matter of fact. Thank you.
I need
Gosh,
this.
these things are hard to come by in this house.
Oh, really?
They are.
I mean, we know where they are, but then people move them.
There's only 4 people that live in this house.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, and so then actually, then when you have, they haven't started orchestra and chorus yet, but you'll do that
Chorus.
after 1:30.
Yes, chorus is on C days, and orchestra is on D days.
Because those are extra special add-ons.
Honors.
Honors.
I'm an honors orchestra.
Yeah, very good, very good. Definitely interesting. It's probably more interesting for me to watch you do this. You're young.
Look what I'm doing in math. Let's take a look. Wait, this is this one?
Yeah.
That's my, wait.
Blue.
Yeah, this is,
Goodness. 5th grade. It looks like you're in college. Goodness. Tens, tenths, hundredths.
oh, that's my copy.
Weird division. Yeah, weird division. 38 divided by 1,000. Who does that?
What, that's not,
Who does that? That's not even like a. That's a
I'm already
that's a
almost through
weird
my
math
whole
problem.
math area.
Anyways, anything else here with school, Audrey?
No, it's just a little bit stressful. Just
But you're hanging in there and you're learning still, and
got this thing going too. We gotta post here, we gotta do this, we gotta take care of the pets, I gotta pay my rent.
Pay the rent. Anyways, you get an hour and 10 lunch break on this thing.
That's my favorite part, because then I can actually cook something good. So I love cooking, and I just,
Better than the cafeteria food, I would assume. And you get to kind of choose whatever you want. Otherwise, cafeteria food, they just give you, you got only 2 choices. That's what you get.
you actually have 3. I think you
Slop it
have
on
4
there.
actually.
So, anyways, Audrey, great start to the week.
Yes.
Thank you, teachers, for
Thank
doing this
you.
too, and everything, and parents that are involved, and kids that are doing their jobs and learning and doing what they need to do. So, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching, and BTS, baby!